Hi, good morning. It's Linda Fussell here, and this feels like absolutely ages since I've done this. It is Sunday, the 12th of July, and I'm actually not sure when I last did a video of me talking about stuff. I've done loads of videos when I've been out and about, but I don't know when I've actually shared some of my thoughts and musings. It's been a while. So having done it every 2 days during lockdown for the first couple of months in lockdown, and then when they started opening things up, I stopped doing it. So it's Sunday, it's 12th of July, and I had a couple of things I wanted to share. First off, it is amazing to be wearing clothes that fit me, and that's going to sound really crazy, but I have my plaster cast off, and so I can actually put clothes on that fit. I've been wearing sort of oversized clothes that I could get my big cast through, and no jumpers. So even if it got, I know it's summer, but there've been times when it's been pretty cool. In fact, has been pretty cool on some days, and that's been a bit of a challenge to find things that I could wear. And I've been going on to a group session every morning, Tuesday to Friday, for the last couple of weeks. And that's been really interesting because I've had to try and think about what I'm wearing and what clothes I've got and what I can wear, what I can't wear, and it's just been an interesting challenge. So, where am I? Broke my arm on the 1st of June, which was a Monday. On Monday it'll be 6 weeks, so it's almost 6 weeks. And the cast came off on Friday, this last Friday, just gone on the 10th. And that it felt good. It felt good to have it off. It's been a bit of an adjustment, I'll be honest, and that's kind of what I wanted to share, really. When it happened, I think I shared what happened then, and that was fine. So I think that's probably the last time I did a video. I kind of got used to the cast and where things were and what I could do and what I couldn't do, and I was doing loads of yoga and I was adapting quite well. Cast came off on Friday, and then the extent of the damage has been quite apparent and visible. It's not really pretty. I think that's fair to say. It's what do they call deformed, and they, with the COVID stuff, they're not wanting to operate on deformities. So it's like, great, I got to live with this, which is fine. It's things happen to all of us, and this is my one of my favorite mantras. Things happen. It's how we choose to respond and react to it. And so loads of things have happened during this journey, with various doctors and ways of looking at things and suggestions and stuff to do, and I've just gone with it, rolled with it, adapted, lived with it, whatever. Cast has come off, and then I get to see what I now have to really live with, and it's fine. I will get there. The one thing that it's been pretty sensitive, and I don't have it here, I do have a support, a wrist brace type thing that I can wear, but I was wanting to try and get some movement back, because there's really not a lot of movement. There's a bit of movement. It's already getting better, but that's as far back as it goes, and it's getting better. But what I've put on yesterday was this stretchy bandage, and it's been fantastic. I slept so much better last night, and it provides a bit of support, because it's pretty sore here. It provides a bit of support, but it's stretchy, and I can move, and it's all flexible and breathable and all those good things. But because I can move, I have the support, and then I can do things. So that I had the cast off on Friday. Friday just was a tough day all round. It took ages. It was 3 hours at the hospital, and it took a while to sort of get used to it and feel what was going on. And then yesterday, I started off the morning, just took it easy. I really had an easy start to the day, which was pretty nice. And then in the afternoon, I was pottering in the garden and doing things, and just getting back to being me. And then this morning, I got up. I'd love to say bright and early, but that's not true. I was trying to edit the video of the webinar I did on Thursday last week, late, and it was quite late last night. By the time I'd finished that, there's a webinar on sleep and how you can get your sleep routines and go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time, all those good things. And what do? Not 2 days later. And of course I've been sleeping a lot. I have been sleeping a lot because I know that my body needs time to recover and heal. But last night I was a bit late, so yes, I was late, but I'd slept late this morning. And I say late, about 7:45. That was quite late for me. But I got up and then I was out in the garden and doing little videos of bees and spending time in the sunshine and looking at the tadpoles and just enjoying. Potted around in the kitchen, sorted the animals out, and came upstairs to do my yoga. Now this is the first time I've done yoga since Friday morning. I did it on Friday morning before I went to the hospital, and didn't do it yesterday. It just wasn't. It was still adapting and adjusting. So I thought, right, do it this morning. So sat down and I mean, the first thing is I can put my hands together, so that's great. And you can see my finger. I've got to sort that out. The finger's broken and it's a mess. But I've just got to loosen that. But I can put my hands together, so that's brilliant. That felt really great. But I can't actually get them to my chest because the wrist doesn't do things, so that's okay. I was getting better with the cast on anyway, and now it's one of those things that I'll be able to get to. I'll be able to sort of, and it's quite nice when you're pressing the hands together. There's a bit of support, and I was doing this yesterday actually. I was doing it with my hands this way, I think. Just doing a bit of gentle movement because it felt good having that support like that. And when you put your hands together at the start of the yoga session, you actually put pressure on the palms and it feels so good. It really does feel good. Just like connect this again, because I really haven't been able to, with the cast out, I was doing my best, but I couldn't really do it. So that felt good. And then the first exercise, so those who've been with me for a while know that I do 4 exercises every morning, come hell or high water. The first exercise is your hands on your shins and then stretching your chest up to your chin and just rolling your shoulders and just loosening the back. And it was, the angle was quite sore. So I was doing it for a bit and thinking, oh, this is great. And then I was aware of the pain and it was like, and then you just breathe through it and it's okay. You can, get through that. It's not the end of the world. The second exercise that I do is where we put your hands on your shoulders. So your thumb at the back, hands on your shoulders. Now with the cast, I couldn't even bend the arm close to me. So it was sort of over here and I was still doing it every day. But I don't have the cast on now, so I thought, right, and I've changed after doing my yoga, so I've got different clothing on. But because my wrist doesn't bend, if you look what happens to this wrist, that's how it needs to be. Well, this one doesn't do that. So I could get my thumb just to my shoulder, and I was doing it like that, but man, oh man, it was sore. It's sore on the top here. Again, just breathe through it and then actually released it a bit because there's no point in stressing it. But I got to it's only a minute. It's only a minute. When you breathe in and you breathe out and you say Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. And Sat Nam means I am the truth is in me. And it's so beautiful. Breathe in Sat and out Nam, and I just love that. Eyes closed here, and it's so relaxing and meditative. I am the truth is within me. And then there was this little bit of pain there, and it was just like, no, just keep going, just breathe through it. But one thing I'm conscious of is that I'll be able to measure progress every day, and I think by doing with the breathing and doing the movement that I'm so used to doing. I mean, I've done this now, I've done it almost every day for probably 5 years plus, and so my body is well attuned to this. So that I'm kind of excited. It was sore, but I'm kind of excited about where that goes. Then the next one is you put your hands on your knees and you just lift your shoulders up and down. Well, that one I could do. The angle's a bit funny of my hand, but it was okay and didn't hurt. And actually had been through the pain of that when it was in the cast, because when you're lifting up your shoulders like that in the cast, it was pulling the bone a bit, and it was like, that was a bit draining, but it's all fine. And then doing the leg stretches and the folds down, that's fine, I could do that. And then I did the long Ekon car. So those who know Kundalini Yoga will know the long Ekon car, which is our 40-day challenge in the Life Force Academy. And I haven't started the 40-day challenge when everyone else started it, just because I had stuff going on, and didn't get to it, reasons and excuses. But the long Ekon car is one of my absolute favourites. Absolute favourite meditations that I've done every year, and I really, it's one of my go-tos. So I'm definitely going to get back into doing that regularly every day. And that's what I was doing. I have been doing, and I think I've shown you this, doing my stretches, the power, where you pump the navel while stretching. Well, I could get my, sorry, bouncing things here. There's all sorts of messages popping in. That's one thing I say, I've forgotten how to do this. You need to turn notifications off. I was getting my fingers up onto my palm there, but they're not going there now. Obviously not this one. This one wasn't going anywhere near it, but for the moment they're not going there. So it's all sort of adapting and changing, and it'll get there. And I mean, it's a strange old hand at the minute, a bit of a hand. Anyway, so that's where it is. And then after I'd done my yoga, and it just felt so good, the vibration in my body just makes me feel good, makes me feel better. But then I could go and choose what to wear, and it's a funny day. It was absolutely gorgeous this morning. I was outside with my yoga top on, which had no sleeves, and it was lovely in the sun. And then the clouds have come over, and it says it's meant to be about 18, 19 today, but it got a bit chillier. I think it's maybe because we're in the house. So I put on a top with sleeves, a walking top actually, but it fits, and it's so nice to have a top that fits. It fits me. It's not one that's massive, and got massive sleeves, because I needed big sleeves to get over the cast. I'm not sure that I don't know. I'm quite comfy with this. It feels good. It feels like I can do things, and I can move, and I've got a bit of support. So I'm going to leave it on for a bit and just see. I've got physio appointment on Wednesday. Yep, Wednesday I think. A face-to-face physio. He's been phoning every week, and then we'll see what he tells me to do. But in the meantime, I'll just keep doing, my little bits here. And in the morning, I've been doing my rotations, backwards and forwards, and various things. So I'll keep doing what I can do. It's not brilliant, but it's a wrist, and it's okay. We'll be fine. It'll come together. I can do things, so it's all good. And that's it. It's just a quick little touch base. And I'm going to go, and I've got loads of things to do today. Meeting with my cousins in this time zone later this afternoon, and I really need to get organised and sort out connecting with my cousins in Australia and Canada, because we just haven't been doing that. Been a bit rubbish about pulling those together. And I've got lots to do in the Flow Academy. So the Flow Academy is my space for sharing things with people, and the Life Force Academy is where I do my yoga, all these academies. But I've got things to do in the Flow Academy, things like sharing the recording of their webinar. I don't know what's happened with that. It's really weird. It all appeared to record. It was all a bit thing, but the first 20 minutes of the extract that I've taken off in an MP4 version is blank. No, you can hear sound, but there's no picture. I'm like, how does that work? I don't know how that works. Anyway, it is what it is. It's Mercury goes direct today. Thank goodness. It has been the really tough Mercury retrograde for me this time, and for a number of people I know actually. So Mercury, when it's retrograde, Mercury governs, let's put it this way, Mercury governs travel, communications, and technology. And when Mercury goes retrograde, it's really challenging you to go deep within and to look at things. And they always say, before Mercury retrograde, back up all your stuff and do all these bits. And I've like, yeah, I quite like this going inside and looking at how am I messaging things and what's happening. But this time I have struggled with technology. My laptop has been doing all sorts of weird things, and I think I've got my head around it a bit. It's been really challenging. Then doing the video last night, it just, I don't know, it all looked like it was fine. I ran through it, it all looked fine. Did the extract, and the first 20 seconds are blank. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So we had that. I don't know, we've had there's been a few things where clients have had, messages, communications. There's been some clients that have been struggling with communications. So because with my mailing system, I was using a template of mails to send out, and I forgot to go online yesterday and delete them because I wasn't sending a whole string of sales buff. I'm not into all the sales buff. I do stuff, and if you're interested, that's great, and if you're not, that's also fine. But yesterday I realised last night, oh, I didn't stop it going out, and the template email went out. It was like, no. So anyway, last night I was doing an apology email, which will go out today. Really? And then I need to get things into the Flow Academy. So that's all fun stuff. I love doing that. And I want to be sharing things about the Mercury retrograde. About to go for a dog walk. She's sitting there waiting patiently. I need to have my breakfast first. I haven't done that. Go for a dog walk, and then it's just get on and do a few things, potter around, sort a few things out, get some stuff into the academy, and then chat with the cousins later. And I've got to put together a quiz because I've promised them a quiz for today, and they're all pretty nervous about it, but it's going to be a fun one, and it'll be easy to do, I think. So that's my update for today. It's been great. It's actually been great catching up. It's been a while since I've spent time just reflecting and sharing and capturing where things are. I quite like this, just capturing what's happening at the moment, because you forget all these things. Yes, I write my journals and I do all these bits, but it's nice to be able to share things, and hopefully it captures a moment in time, which is what I've been doing with the pictures I've been taking around. But also hopefully there's some little things in there that make you go, oh, okay, that's all right, I understand, I know where I am. So wishing you a wonderful Sunday, and I shall chat to you soon. Have a great day. Cheers now. Bye.